Morning.
Hiya.
Still angry with me?
I just can't believe you could do something so stupid.
I know you think I just waded in, but I do think it's best that it's all out in the open.
I'm surprised you didn't get it broadcast on the radio.
She was bound to find out sooner or later.
Who says? We might have split up after a week. In fact, at this rate, I'll be amazed if we last that long.
Oh, Rita, I didn't think you'd come rushing straight down.
Well, you sounded terrible on the phone. I thought I'd better come and see what's the matter.
Oh, I just didn't sleep very well last night, that's all. Well, that's why I want you to cover for me this afternoon.
You haven't been drinking on your own.
I'm sure I'll be able to last through till dinner time, but then if you could take over...
You haven't answered my question.
I had a couple, yeah.
It'll only make matters worse. Look, it's time you forgot about Danny and moved on.
Yeah, well, you're right there. He's moved on pretty sharpish.
What do you mean?
Well, I finally got to the bottom of why he's finished with me.
Oh, why?
Yeah, well, get this. He's going out with Sally.
Is he now?
Well, aren't you shocked? I was devastated. Still am.
Well, if I'm absolutely honest with you, no, I'm not.
What? In you?
No. But I thought there was more between them than meets the eye.
Well, I wish you'd have warned me, Rita.
Well, I didn't know for sure. I'd hoped I was wrong.
See, that's what I can't forgive. The way she's behaved. She's the one I ran to when he dumped me. It's her shoulder I've been crying on, and all along she
Are
was...
you saying they were seeing each other before he finished with you?
Well, he's hardly going to come out and admit it, is he? But if you think about it...
I wouldn't jump to conclusions. Have you spoke to Sally about this?
Oh, have I yet? You're joking. I hope I never have to clap eyes on her again. She's betrayed me, Rita. She's lied and cheated.
Spider? Spider, wake up, I need to talk to you.
What time is it?
Just gone 8. Listen, I've been thinking, why don't we just hit the road?
And go where?
Somewhere a long way away from here, where nobody knows us. Europe, South America. Leeds is meant to be nice.
Well, we've still got to find somewhere to live when we get there.
We can get jobs.
You're at college.
Well, I'll pack it in or start a course somewhere else.
Nah, forget it, Toya. It's a silly idea.
There's nothing round here for us. I won't stay where I'm not wanted.
Look, if we leave now, we're just giving in to their petty prejudices. Besides, we're not homeless yet.
You heard what Emily said.
Yeah, well, you leave my Auntie Em to me.
Don't worry, we're only talking.
Good morning.
Is it all right if I have a bath, please, Mrs. Bishop?
As long as you don't use all the hot water.
Thanks.
I think I'll have a bath before I go. Could be the last one I'll have for quite a while.
I should have talked it through with you first. I know that.
Should have kept your big mouth shut is what you should have done.
If you'd have seen her, Sally, it seemed cruel not to tell her the truth.
And while you were being so noble, did you stop to think for 1 second how all this makes me look? Did you?
I don't think it shows either of us in a particularly good light.
You're a man. Sharon's used to being treated like dirt by men. I think she expects a bit more from a so-called best friend.
I've put you in a difficult position, I know that. And I'm sorry.
You've put me in an impossible position. There's no way back for me and Sharon now. What sort of a friend am I? Stealing a boyfriend?
Ex-boyfriend?
I didn't hang around long after you'd finished with her, though, did I?
I should never have gone out with her in the first place.
You should never have come near either of us.
Don't say that.
It's just my worst nightmare come true, is this?
Supposing I hadn't said anything, and me and you had just carried along, creeping around, ducking for cover every time we saw her, because that's what we'd have had to do.
I thought we agreed to wait. Give Sharon the chance to get you out of her system.
And how long would that take? A month? 6 months, a year?
A decent gap so it didn't look so bad.
Don't tell me you won't keep putting it off because you would. And meanwhile, I'd be slipping out your back door worrying that somebody was looking, and one day somebody would be looking. It'd be Sharon, and then she really would hate your guts.
So this way everybody's happy, are they?
No, but at least this way everybody knows where they stand.
I still think it would have been better if I'd gone round. How upset was she? Was she really upset?
She took it pretty badly, yeah.
What a mess! What are we gonna do?
Well, we're not going to finish, are we?
Of course we're not. Come here.
Ironic, isn't it? There's me working for the homeless. I end up getting made homeless myself.
I know you think I'm being unreasonable.
Well, I think turfing me and Toya out onto the street is a bit harsh, frankly, yes. And quite unlike you, if I may say so.
I know you think I'm a prude, but my values are just as dear to me as yours are to you.
And I respect those values.
You've got a funny way of showing it.
Well, look, in the past, when we've had differences of opinion, we've always managed to find a way to compromise, haven't we?
Luke, it wasn't what you were actually doing that upset me, although you know I don't approve. It was the fact that you betrayed my trust. That's what really disappointed me.
She just can't stand the thought of anyone else enjoying themselves.
Toya, not now.
It's true. In her day, women weren't allowed to enjoy sex. It was all that lie back and think of England.
Toya?
She never got to enjoy it, so she didn't see why anyone else should.
Have you seen this wedding list?
Where did you get that?
Didn't post this morning. Who does she think she is?
Oh, everybody sends out a wedding list these days.
Oh, we didn't.
That's probably why we didn't get any decent presents.
Yeah, well, even if it is the done thing, you should see what she's got on here. China dinner service, food processor.
Cuddly toy, cuddly toy.
Does she think people are made of money?
Well, you said dinner service, didn't you? Just get her a saucer or something.
Oh, no, we won't. Casa Bella, cup and saucer, £15.30 each.
Oof. She must think Fred Elliott's buying this lot, then. You look a bit brighter today.
Yeah, I feel it. I might go into work this morning.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, I'll be fine, don't worry. A silver-plated saucer. What's a silver-plated saucer?
I haven't the foggiest.
Crystal ring tree. What's a crystal ring tree when it's at home?
A what?
I can't believe you said that to her.
Oh, well, she's been getting on my nerves for days. Stuck up her bag.
Oh, she's been good to me. If you hadn't opened your big mouth, she'd have let us stay.
Oh, I hated it there. It was like being in some funny old boarding house.
Yeah, well, we're living on the street now.
We'll find somewhere.
Like where?
Or we can look in the papers and get a place of our own.
Oh, yeah. Self-contained, with a garden. Do you know how much flats cost?
There must be some cheap places.
If I could afford a place of my own, I wouldn't have been staying with me auntie.
And can't we try and look for a squat?
Oh, yeah, dead easy. Just like that. That's why there's so many homeless people in Manchester.
Well, someone must have a spare room they can rent us.
Like who?
Got your ham salad?
Oh, cheers, darling.
Having a bit of lunch together. Very cosy.
Rita.
Can I have a word with you? In private.
I hope you haven't come looking for trouble.
Wasn't talking to you.
It's all right, Danny. Do you want to come round?
So it's true about you and him, then?
We've started seeing each other, yeah.
Since when?
Nothing happened till after he'd finished with Sharon.
Well, it must have been pretty soon after, though.
I know how it looks, Rita, but believe me, I never wanted Sharon to get hurt.
Famous last words. It's not that long since Ian said the same thing to me.
I mean it.
You know what that girl's been going through? How could you treat her like this?
I've always liked Danny. Since way before he started seeing Sharon, you know that.
Well, how come nothing came of it? Or did it?
No. I wasn't ready. It was too soon after Greg. I was having a hell of a time with the girls.
So you thought you'd wait until he started going out with your best friend, then make your move?
No.
Well, why did you get involved? Why not just stay out of it? If only for Sharon's sake.
I tried to. When Danny first told me how he felt about me, I pushed him away.
Well, you obviously didn't push him very far.
Well, if you like someone, you can only ignore it for so long.
Oh, the fellas to pick.
So I couldn't bring myself to tell Sharon. She was so upset when he finished with her. Danny took it upon himself to tell her anyway. I feel really awful about this, Rita, believe me.
Carrying on behind people's back, lying to your pals. It's just not the sort of behaviour I expect from you. Or should I say, it's not the sort of behaviour I used to expect from you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you two are here. I wonder if you could clear some up for me and Gary.
What's that then?
Well, we got your wedding listing post this morning. And, what exactly is a saucette?
It's what you put your sauce in for people passed round the dinner table.
And you can't pour it out of a bottle like everyone else?
Oh, no, it's not for tomato sauce. It's for, like, Mary Rose sauce or white sauce. For dinner parties and that.
Of course. And a ring tree?
It's a little glass tree that I can put my rings on.
You mean you ain't got one already? How do you manage?
Oh. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. My leg just hurts a bit when I walk on it. I'll rest it when I finish up here.
Well, look, we can manage if you want to go home.
Oh, no, it's fine. I think I've just strained it or something.
Do you want to put something on it, like an ice pack or something?
No, it's all right. I'll do it when I get home. Cheers.
Okay. Thanks, love.
Oh, the cavalry at last. I'm dead on my feet here.
Right, well, you go and have a lie down. I'll take over here.
Are you sure you don't mind?
I'd say if I did. Go on.
Ta.
I went to see Sally while I were out.
How come?
Well, I wanted to hear what she had to say for herself.
Oh, Rita! She'll think I sent you. I can find my own battles.
It's the fighting I'm trying to put a stop to.
Did you see him there as well?
Yes, but he wasn't the one I wanted to talk to.
Oh, I hate to think of them working side by side and talking about me.
I know this won't cut much ice, but Sally feels rotten about what happened.
No, she's been found out. That's why she feels bad.
She knows she's in the wrong. She's very upset about it.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
And for what it's worth, she said nothing went on between them two until you and him had finished.
Oh, pull the other one.
That's what she says, and I happen to believe her.
Yeah, she's still run off with my bloke.
I think it's pretty obvious you and him weren't meant for each other.
No, not with her sticking her oar in, we weren't. Oh, you just believe anything she tells you, don't you?
No, but I don't think she's malicious or calculating.
No? I think she's downright flaming evil.
Will it be a big job? I've no idea. You start delving about in them kind of vehicles. Before you know it, you're in trouble. Honest, I'd rather not touch it at all.
Anyway, I'd be throwing bad money after good.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll let you have a chat about it again, OK? Let me know whenever you made your mind up.
Now, look, if you went and bought something from a shop and you got it home and it was a load of rubbish, you'd take it back, wouldn't you?
But this is different.
How is it different?
It just is.
Needless to say, I asked them both to leave, which they did, first thing this morning.
Good for you, Emily.
And where are they now? Oh, I don't know. I'm afraid we didn't part on very good terms.
The thought of him with his greasy paws on our little girl.
Yeah, well, I can't bear the thought of them walking streets.
Oh, I'm sure Geoffrey will find somewhere.
I hope you're right, Emily.
Jim, just fix it, but don't say out too hard yet. All right, I'll see you straight.
I'll see what I can do, V.
Jim, just hold your horses before you do out on that car, will you?
Oh, for pity's sake, Jack.
Just for a couple of days at least. Don't. Now, Vera, no. Come in.
It's good.
Whoa! What's that smell? What have you been doing?
It's just this. Found it in the back of a cupboard.
That's been there for years. Are you all right?
Yeah, my leg's a bit sore, but it's not to worry about.
Right, I'm phoning doctor.
I don't need the doctor.
Yes, you do.
Garrett, he's only going to give me more ointment to put on my leg, isn't he, and tell me to take some painkillers, which I've already done.
Hello? I'd like to make an appointment, please. Judy Mallet. Have you got nothing before then?
What they're saying?
Next week.
Oh, just leave it.
You can go in and wait if it's urgent.
It's not urgent, is it?
Right. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do that. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. I am not waiting a week for you to see the doctor.
I won't wait a week. If it's still hurting in a couple of days, I'll go down there.
You'd better.
I will. Now make me a cup of tea, please.
My backyard, 5 minutes. And don't let anyone see you.
Your backyard?
Just do as I say.
Good old Curly, I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I think it's such a good idea you dropping me off.
Why?
Well, I don't want Sharon to see us.
She'll have to get used to seeing us.
Well, I don't want her to think we're rubbing her nose in it.
And I don't want to creep around behind anyone's back.
Dare say I'll be the talk of the street by now anyway. Can't see Sharon suffering in silence. Anyway, thanks for the lift and I'll see you tomorrow.
Can we go out somewhere later?
No, I'd rather have a quiet night in.
You mean you want to sit on your own feeling guilty?
Yeah, something like that. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Are you positive no one saw you?
Like who?
Les, for one. If he finds out I'm putting you up, well, he'll be straight round here.
You mean you can put us up?
Yeah, good old Curly, I told you he wouldn't let us down.
It's only for a couple of nights. And when you come and go, you use this door only.
He's got more rules than Emily Bishop.
Whatever you say.
And above all, you tell nobody, that you're staying here. Is that understood? Right. Come in.
I was going to come across and see you.
Yeah, well, if you've got any sense, you'll keep well away from me. If I were you, I'd crawl right back under my rock and I'd stay there.
I know you hate me, and you've got every right to.
Hate? Hate doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about you.
Please, I didn't want this to happen.
Oh, well, that's all right then, isn't it? So long as Sally didn't mean to wreck me life.
I'm so sorry.
You know what I find really sickening? I actually asked for your permission to go out with Danny.
There was nothing between us then.
You know, if you'd have just said you liked him, I'd have stayed away. Because you are my mate. And that's the last thing I wanted, some fella to come between us. And then you go and pull a stunt like this.
I didn't know how I felt about him, not then, neither did Danny.
Oh, it all just happened, did it? Out the blue, just like that.
We weren't being honest with each other, I admit that, but I tried to stay away from him.
No. The only one you weren't being honest with was me. Was it jealousy? Was that it?
No!
So you're dumping, but you don't want anybody else to have it. Least of all your so-called mates. That's it, isn't it?
You've got it all wrong.
So you set about getting him back by throwing yourself at him and then poisoning him against me.
Danny made all the running. I didn't want to know. I'm not even...
Well, you looked pretty enthusiastic out in the van earlier, didn't you?
I like him a lot, but I didn't want you to get hurt.
Oh, please. You know, you might be able to palm your lies off with Rita, but not with me.
I'm not lying to you. I'm trying to explain.
Mind. It must come so easy, mustn't it? Lying and deceiving people. Amount of practice you've had.
No!
Well, how else could you sit there while I poured me heart out to you? Just pretending to be a shoulder to cry on and then sneaking off to see him.
It wasn't like that, Sharon. I felt terrible.
How could you do it to me, Sally? How could you be so heartless?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know, since the wedding, you and Danny are the two people who kept me going. Did you know that? Well, and Rita. But a best mate and a lover, that's what I needed. And now I've got to lost you both.
You've not lost me.
Oh, stop it! Get away from me! I don't want your sympathy. 'Cause see, I know it's worthless. Just like your friendship. I hope the pair of you rot